concert. I think I made it to my flight. Woohoo! Just arrived in Zurich, and gonna head to probably stay a little in the airport until I can get a train to Davos. Alright, hey man, what's up?
Hi, how are you? Welcome to Switzerland.
Yeah. So this is a good encounter today. Good to meet you in the train. So you are in climate, you are in tech, and you're going to World Economic Forum. So what do you do?
Climate and tech. So I'm one of the co-founders of C1 Ventures.
Awesome.
We're specifically focused around reimagining C1 gases, carbon dioxide, CH4, greenhouse gases, but how you take them out of the pollution process, but also companies that are currently using them to produce awesome stuff. So making protein, plastics, ink, palm oil out of carbon dioxide and CH4. So greenhouse gases as a carbon source for precision fermentation manufacturing.
Startup venture capital I meet just going out of the train. So very promising week. I just ended up in the train from Zurich to Davos with those crazy people, and it seems like we've got a private concert happening soon in ukulele.
It is starting. It is starting.
Cool. So I'm here with Dr. Hoda, and she's doing amazing stuff in the cryptoverse and the metaverse, speaker in World Economic Forum. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How is everything?
Yeah, good. I'm super glad to be in that train with you. It's such a big topic, right? Meta. Facebook has rebranded as Meta. That was a big bet, and somehow stocks have plunged. And since then, we've bought Ape Yacht Club, who've been doing a lot of noise and launching the other side, I think a couple of months ago. These are the two big ones. Is there any other big ones like Sandbox and others that maybe you guys are trying to advise on how to make it more inclusive?
So that's the merit of the new initiative, or this initiative, is to make sure that we can raise awareness that technology should not be governed by one single industrial unit, but it should be a collaborative effort of the different parties in the ecosystem in order to instigate an impact, because we are here behind an impact. When you talk about the metaverse, I think we had a conversation earlier that everything is a metaverse at the moment, so you kind of don't grasp the real value of the technology. So here we're trying to make sure that if we're building a metaverse-based environment, then it's for a human impact. Primarily.
Find the website?
Yeah. The name of the talk is the metaverse, the possibilities of the metaverse, and it's you're welcome to attend. It's on the 26th, if I'm not mistaken,
Awesome.
the morning session. So grab your coffee and join us.
So I just arrived in Davos. This is a very lovely little town, and I've been meeting probably already 5-6 people going to the event. The city is definitely being awakened by this event, and we got some good conversation. We talked about, is this event really world inclusive? We talked about, is this event really having positive consequences on the planet? So yeah, I think it's gonna be very interesting to come next few days and interview those people who are attending, see their perspective, see if they are from the elite or if they are normal people, entrepreneurs. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting stuff. So looking forward to do that and share it with you. Hey man, I just arrived in Davos, and I meet you, Mark. Thank you so much for showing me around a little bit. You're a local from
That's right, yes.
Davos, and you've been somehow participating to the World Economic for many years. What do you think of World Economic Forum? Because that's a big deal, right? You guys are a small village and you have 2,000 people coming in. So what's your experience? What do local think about World Economic Forum?
It's completely different. Instead of the other 51 weeks the whole year, everything's changed. From a small village, we're coming to a bigger town as a capital city. There are a lot of police, a lot of traffic in the air. It's completely different.
It's an event that is aiming to bring together elites, but also change makers, right? To help progress humanity and make actions like climate change. So do the local understand that?
There is talking much more instead of what the results coming out at the end of the week.
So there's a talk, and then there's what's up after, right?
Yeah, because a lot of them has 1,500 new contacts where they can make business over the 51 weeks later on.
Right.
But results, I doesn't see really much,
That's a good question. What are the concrete output of this conference for the past 10 years, right? So yeah, that's a good point. Thank you so much for answering. Hey folks, just arrived in Davos in our Airbnb. Got an amazing sleep actually in the plane. So I'm very lucky because I would be dead otherwise. It's 2 p.m. here in Davos, and it's been a long journey. I think 15-16 hours on the transport. So I heard that tomorrow actually there's a protest from the locals against the WEF. So I'm gonna go and try to check that out for you guys and record some of these, because this is the first time this event gonna be held not in the winter. And in the winter, Davos is really much like that line, and you have the mountains here and here, which usually are basically ice. So there's no terrorists who can come in, but the city is accessible only from the south and the north. But for this year, since it's summer, this ice isn't there. So the police is scared of having attacks of terrorists. I mean, the most of the global leaders of the planet, and Fortune 500. So yeah, it seems like it's gonna be an interesting one, and we'll try to record as much things as I can, and I try to interview as many people as I can. Maybe you guys are curious to see what we got for the Airbnb. I think we're really lucky. So let me give you a tour of this. So here is our living room. Nice chimney. Can if we're too cold, play on that. It's been a long time I haven't played chimney, so it's nice. The door here. Little living room here with some nice table, and then I've got this very, very local. Feels like, Swiss person sing some songs or something. Kitchen. Sorry guys, I'm quite tired, jet lag, so some nice bathtub, room number 1, room number 2, and here we go, my stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much the hotel we've got. It's $1,800 for the week. So I think it's expensive, but still cheap. I heard some people are paying $1,000 a night. So yeah, I think we got sorted out nicely, and I will thank my friends that you're gonna meet in a bit to have helped us book this one.
Wenn es umgekehrt läuft. Sie haben kein Problem damit, dass Wirtschaft abgeschottet hinter Mauern und Sicherheitsleuten abgeschottet.
Hey folks, so I just came back from that interesting event. It was actually happening right there. Maybe you can hear the music. This is one of the stuff that usually don't hear about World Economic Forum, is that actually there is protest from the locals, and they were claiming interesting stuff about the events and about the attendees. But I got the chance to meet that guy who helped me translate the key elements of that protest, and what they were sharing and what they were angry about. First element that I got to be translated is that the locals believe attendees of that conference are actually responsible for most of the climate crisis we are having right now, and they're not the solution. And so this is a bit of it's a lot of a hypocrite event, actually, to have those leaders discussing about solutions for climate change, where they're taking their jets and their helicopters to come to this event. And I kind of understand that, from a normal person's standpoint. So difficult to defend, right? And that's a big point, actually. What are the KPIs and the ROI of such an event, gathering all these leaders? We talk about COP26. What's the ROI of that event? Discussable, right? But I think it's still stuff that needs to happen. We need people to talk about this, and the representation is important. But yeah, from the eyes of the local, they are asking that question, and of course they don't have as much wealth as the people coming here. So it's the second point I understood was actually the whole area and the whole country, but really this village, Davos, and the surroundings of Davos are really living off that conference and attendees coming here. And this is great for landowners, for shop owners, restaurants, but it's not really great for the other locals who are, of course, getting inflation, getting higher price for the rent, etc. And where sometimes some apartment like the one we're living here today, actually rented specifically for that very week, making more money in a week than the whole year. Some of these places are actually not accessible for the locals to rent, and hence they just can't grow kids here, or they can't work here, right? So that's another big thing the protest was actually talking about. And the third thing was actually about democracy in general. I think this is a topic that we hear about everywhere, and it seems like those people in power coming to that conference are really those decision makers from the private sector, those leaders, of big corporate companies and financial institutions, and they were actually asking the question, who is really in control? Are these the private sector or are the government? So yeah, 3 takeaways that we took from today, and it's just not even, the event is not started yet. I'm starting to hear stuff like this. So I'm super excited about tomorrow, because it's going to be the first day of the forum, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to hear on the other side what is in the forum, who are the people attending it. So yeah, this is very soon, 24 hours to share that with you guys.